Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today is the long-awaited Potato War video. It was supposed to be out last week, but, you know, school slaps me in the face, and I was also out of town, so I couldn't edit, so, yeah. Anyway, here it is. Enjoy. The war is over. For the past week, I have been non-stop farming potatoes, building farms, and just grinding out trying to win this potato war. And I won. This is how I did it. The first day, I needed potatoes because I didn't have any because I'm poor. Because, I haven't played on this server barely at all. But luckily, there is a generous donor right nearby who gave me a few potatoes, and I was able to start my farm. The tick speed was so slow that it took like half an hour for a single potato plant to grow. But I was patient and I managed to build the first 2 layers of a massive potato farm. My plan was to, in the 9x9 area that I had claimed so no one else can grief it, I would build a potato farm up to the sky limit. I had limited resources, but I knew I had to try. But later that day, I found out that a team had been formed. 4 other people on the server were all teaming up to make a massive potato farm, and they were all much more rich than me. I knew if I tried to win alone, all hope would be lost. So, I made a proposal. The person who had given me potatoes is actually quite rich, and he had a small potato farm of his own going. However, after the first day of grinding, mine was already on the way to being larger than his. So I decided, what if we pooled resources? I have a lot of potatoes. He has a lot of rich stuff. He can get me all the dirt I need and all the other necessities, and he also needed books, and there's a lot of cows by my base. So I figured, you know, we should be able to just team up here, and then we'll have a chance at winning this war. So I made the proposal that night. Unfortunately, our time zones are quite staggered, so it was like the middle of the night. For him, so I had to wait until the next morning to find out what his response would be. However, I was feeling pretty optimistic. The next morning, I heard back. He had accepted. This was great. We had a legitimate chance of winning the war, and I was ready. I grinded for another hour the second day, and my potato farm now had 5 layers of 9x9, otherwise known as 405 potatoes for those of you who can't do math. I also had a massive surplus of potatoes. I had like 5 extra stacks sitting in a chest. So I was pretty much good on potatoes. Now all I needed was dirt. Dirt, you say? That seems pretty easy to get. But I didn't want to destroy the whole area around my base. And there was also a really annoying guy that claimed land right next to my base, so I couldn't mine out any of that area. So this was a bit of a conundrum for me because I didn't have any good tools. I didn't have enough iron to spare to make a lot of iron shovels. So I'm like, well, I don't really want to go grinding for this dirt myself. I don't have time for that. So I, you know, asked him. He's like, yeah, I got a ton of dirt. I can get a ton of dirt. We're good. So now, armed with all of the dirt and potatoes I'd ever need, the third day came around. Unfortunately, I was not able to grind much that day, but was still able to build the 6th, 7th, and 8th layers of a potato farm because now that I had enough potatoes to immediately plant each layer, it took me like 5 minutes to build each 9x9 layer. Like, it's just easy. I was using a water elevator to water all the crops and to get to each layer to harvest, and all was going well. The 4th day, I was kind of busy, so I didn't have much time to grind, but we got a few more layers built and we were up to 10. This was amazing, and I was pretty sure we were in the lead. On the 5th day, when I was on making more layers of potato farm, because at this point I had enough potatoes to plant about 10 new layers. My problem was I needed to actually build the layers, which actually takes way longer than planting them. We also decided to expand the potato dome tower, I guess, into a 2-tower kind of thing, and this would make it look even bigger, cooler, and more powerful. But our rivals were also online, or at least one of them was, and they're pretty stacked. And he asked me to come to his base. And what I found shocked me. They were so stacked that they could make a potato farm equally as powerful as ours in mere hours. They had every beacon imaginable. They had like 20 villagers, 20 plus. They had like 50 in a breeder. Like, what? Why? The- I I couldn't even imagine like getting that stacked. Like the hours of playtime that it would take to get that stacked because I don't have that kind of time. So I would I give up hope? Was all hope of winning the potato war lost? What were we just destined to lose? No, I wouldn't accept this. We had to come up with a plan. On the 6th day, we didn't do a whole lot. We just finished expanding the farm 3 layers off to one side. It was another 3 layers of potatoes, and at this point, we were over 1,000 potatoes planted. This was crazy. I was just kinda could barely believe we'd planted that many potatoes. I mean, at this point, just from uh harvesting one layer, I could get like 4 stacks of potatoes. Like, what am I gonna do with these potatoes once the war is over? I don't know, maybe we'll make like a charity or something for like hungry people. I don't know. In Minecraft hunger? Can try, I guess. But anyway, finally, the 7th day came. All we could do was wait. I finished planting a few more layers of the farm that my ally had built but not planted because he didn't have time. And at last, the time had come. Except no one else had sent coordinates to their farm. Was all this for nothing? Would we just win by default? Like, if no one else submits their farm, I could have just planted one potato and it would have been enough. But then the deadline was extended another day, and we continued to wait. And at last, the winner was announced. We had won. I couldn't believe it. And of course, we had to go like flex it on the rest of the server. So, yeah, we had some fun in the chat. And then we had to figure out what to do with the god potato. Like, are we gonna challenge someone to a duel, eat the god potato, and destroy them? That would be pretty satisfying, actually. Or would we just build a giant trophy and flex it on the rest of the server? We opted for the latter because who wants to pass up an opportunity to flex on the rich people? Also, you're probably wanting to see a screenshot of the finished farm, so here you are. Feast your eyes on this. A good 15 layers of potatoes, a total of 1,200 potatoes, all planted in the farm, and we got a little bit of extra potatoes too, a little bit of that, and we aren't even harvesting them right now. We're just leaving them unharvested. We don't even know what to do with them. Like, yeah, we're like I said, we'll end Minecraft hunger or something. We'll donate them to new players. I don't know. Maybe we'll turn it into a wheat farm so we can like breed these cows more and get more leather. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for this one. We won the potato war. I don't think there'll be a second part to this saga, but yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, like the video, all that good stuff. Leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.